What's up, YouTube? This is Joy Neville and I'm back with another video. For those of you that are new to my channel or just tuning in, my name is Joy. I've lost almost 138 pounds and this is a channel all about weight loss, health, mental health, physical health, just coming together and supporting each other. A lot of people leave comments below and you guys can ask questions and support each other, and I always am available to answer any questions that I'm asked about my journey. I've kept my weight off 3.5 years. I lost the first 100 pounds in the first year, and then I've slowly just been working on it since then. I'm still on my journey and I'm still trying to lose some weight and tone up and yeah, just be healthy. I live a moderate carb to low carb lifestyle. It's not keto, but I don't eat refined carbs. I eat fruits, veggies, meats, lean meats, stuff like that. I drink a lot of water. If you're curious about what I eat or how I lost the weight, there's videos below on what I eat in a day and meal preps and stuff like that. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers. I appreciate you guys. We're slowly moving up there. We're slowly getting there. We're almost to 140 subscribers. That's big for me. I've only been up a couple months. And for 140 people almost to be watching me, thank you. And thank you guys for the support. And yeah, let's get into the video. Today's video is called How I Did It. I get a lot of questions and I have answered them. I've gone through and answered questions. In fact, last week I just answered some questions about me. People asked questions a lot about me, and so I answered them. But I've been getting questions about actual weight loss and how I did it, certain mental and physical things about weight loss that I think might be important to touch bases on and actually make a video about, and that's why I'm doing it. I make videos to try to encourage people and help people. Because when I lost weight, I turned to YouTube for advice, to be honest, and motivation and to learn, and I did. And a lot of the YouTube influencers out there helped me, and so I want to return the favor. So that's what this video is about, how I did it. I'm not a medical professional. I am in the medical field, but I'm not a medical professional on weight loss. And so always consult your doctor before you do anything you see on my videos. But for me, this is how I did it, and so I'm willing to share. So let's get into the video. I've got some cantaloupe, a cup of cantaloupe here, because I like to eat. And I got some lemon water here, because I like to drink water. So, the first question, the one I've been asked, and I'm not even kidding you, 4 times in the last week. And it threw me off a little bit, and I wasn't sure if I was answering it right, and I didn't know if I even gave a good enough answer, so I wanted to clarify. And I really had to go back and touch basis to when I was almost 300 pounds. And I had to remind myself how I felt then, and that's what this is about. I have my notes right here. How I felt and how I did it, how I conquered whatever it is. So let's get into it. Emotional eating. I've been asked emotional eating. Do you have emotional eating? Have you had emotional eating issues? And how do you deal with them? How do you deal with emotional eating? Well, you guys, it's COVID time right now. There's racial stuff going on everywhere. There's race wars, there's protesting, there's vandalizing going on, there's election stuff going on, there's the COVID, there's all kinds of stuff going on. So we are gonna have emotional eating for sure, 100%, no matter who you are. And yeah, so that's important to talk about. I'm not gonna get too into detail about the world going on right now, but I just want to say my personal beliefs are you treat everybody equal, you love everybody, you kill people with kindness, not evilness, and that's just how I live my life and how I teach my children to live their lives. And so that's all I'm going to say about that. And emotional eating. So emotional eating can be stress based, like if you're really stressed and having a bad day, It means like you'll turn to food. You'll just automatically feel like you're starving, and you'll start craving, like, I want chips, I want ice cream, I want sandwiches, I want donuts, I want top ramen, I want lasagna, I want garlic bread, I want spaghetti, I want scones, whatever it is. That's emotional eating, when you feel like you can't shut it off and you just keep feeding the emotions. So you could be stressed, you could be sad, like someone died or someone's hurting your feelings and you eat, or your boyfriend or girlfriend or significant other is stressing you out, you could eat. You could be happy and eat. You could be completely happy, and that's the time you like to eat. Some people don't eat when they're stressed and emotionally eat. Some people only eat when they're happy and emotionally eat. And you can also eat when you're comfortable, which is my emotional eating. When I was comfortable, that's when I emotionally ate. When I was bored and I was comfortable. So I'm going to talk about my emotions, because everybody's are different. For me, I got my biggest after I got married. And I'm not blaming my husband. I love him to death. None of that was his fault. I was always bigger girl, always a bigger girl. But I got my biggest after I got married because I got comfortable and I was bored. I was a stay-at-home mom raising my kids, my 2 boys, and DeAndre and Jeremy at the time. And I was bored. And when I got bored, and because I was comfortable and happily married, I just ate. And you guys, I would literally wake up and I would eat. And then I wouldn't eat like, you know, for the middle of the day, early day. I was never an early morning eater, but I would eat a little something, something. And then I go mostly throughout the day. And then towards the end of the day, like starting around like 4 on, I would eat. So it would be make them dinner. I would eat the dinner. Then I would have another plate of dinner. And then after dinner, everybody would have dessert, and I would have dessert. And then after they went to bed, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I stayed up. I would clean up a little bit, you know, do the dishes, whatever. And then I would have snacks. And I would have small snacks, so I made excuses. Well, these are healthy snacks, like fruit cups. You know those Dole fruit cups? I would buy like 24 of them and eat them in 2 days. I would just eat them. But they were healthy. They were full of sugar, and I ate them, and I overate them. I would buy ice cream bars, and I would go through a whole box in one night. Then I would go to the chips, then the donuts, and I would just keep eating, you guys. Keep eating. Even if my stomach hurt and I was full, I would keep eating. And that's what you call emotionally eating. When you're eating and you're mindless, you don't even realize what you're doing sometimes. Some people realize, sometimes I didn't. I would just watch the TV and I would eat. And next thing you know, my food was gone, but my movie was still going, so I had to go get something else to eat. TV and me and food were the best friends. And I promise you, for me, I'm going to tell you right now, worst enemy was TV and food together. So for emotional eating, for me personally, these are things I did to conquer that. So how I did it, right? I stopped eating in front of the TV. I no longer eat in front of the TV. I won't say ever. I'd say once or twice a week I have one favorite show that comes on for like an hour. Then I will wait. I will save my dinner till that time, and that's what I'll eat in front of the TV, because I do enjoy my show with my dinner, but I will make sure it's my dinner. My calories that I planned out with my dinner, my lean ground chicken and my green beans, you know, and my fruit or whatever it is, and that's what I will eat with my show. And it's only once or twice a week. Other than that, I do not eat in front of the TV. If the TV's on, I change it to something that I do not care about when I'm eating. And it helps me not overeat. So that's one way I kind of started conquering overeating. That was the very first way. I just told myself, Joy, TV and food together are not your friends. So I knew I had to not eat in front of the TV. First step. Second step for me, for the emotional eating, was to occupy my mind. So if I start getting hungry and I know that, hey, you don't have any more calories for the night that you need to be eating, you know, you already ate your dinner, you already ate this, and I'm like, no, I really want that protein bar, I really want, and see, here's another thing I've learned I'm not gonna eat the bad snacks. For me personally, if I overeat, I'm going towards my food, my healthy snacks. That way if I overeat, yes, I'm still overeating, but I'm not overeating as bad as I would if I would eat all the crap. So I would crave like a protein bar. I would crave, you know, the frozen yogurt. I would crave just anything, you guys, just anything. Extra, you know, Jellos with whipped cream, extra rice cakes with my Lily's chocolate chips, whatever it may be, I would crave it. The way to beat it is I would go for a walk, you know, go down and exercise, go around my cul-de-sac and take a walk just to get my head out of it. And I would drink my water. So when I'm craving something, the very first thing I do, no matter what, is drink my water. Drink the water, drink the whole freaking thing. Drink it. And I put lemon in it or apple cider vinegar. It's sour, it tastes weird, but if you drink that, it does something to make your stomach feel full. So when you're craving and you know you're emotional and you want to eat and you're craving food and you're like, well, I already ate a little bit ago, I can't be hungry, you're probably not. Drink the water. Drink a whole bunch of water first. This is 25 or 28 ounces. Drink something like this, or even a 16-ounce bottle of water. Drink that. And if you can't guzzle it, drink it as fast as you can drink it. Let it sit for 5 or 10 minutes. Occupy your mind. Take a walk. Do some squats. If you're not at that stage yet where you can walk or do squats, do some arm lifts. Read a book. Write, why am I hungry? What did I eat today? What emotions set me off today? Write your feelings out on paper. These are things that I did to help me, and they worked, you guys. They really did work. And meal prep. Always have meals prep. So if you are hungry and none of this works, because I promise you there are days where none of this will work. There are. There's days where I've had where nothing works. I will drink the water, drink it all. I'll wait 5 or 10 minutes. I'll do some squats by the couch. I'll go take a walk. I'll write down my feelings on paper. And I'm still frustrated and I'm still hungry. It's like, oh, I really want, for me, I usually crave a protein bar when I'm craving like sweets. I crave sweets or a rice cake or something. And it's like, okay, well, you did everything you can do and you're still craving it. Go eat it. Eat one. Eat one, drink some more water, and call it a day. I mean, you're gonna mess up. It's as simple as that. But if you have healthy food in there, you're gonna eat that versus the donuts, the chips, and all that shouldn't be in your house. Point blank period. Meal prep. Have your meals ready, have your snacks available. That way if you do binge or, you know, emotionally eat, you're eating something healthier. But definitely try the water and try occupying your mind first. Those are my 2 tips for emotional eating. Drink the water, wait 5 or 10 minutes, and occupy your mind with some exercise, some mental exercise, reading a book, writing down feelings, crossword puzzle, play a game on your phone. Occupy your mind for 10 to 20 minutes while you're drinking your water, and that hunger will go away. It usually does. 8 times out of 10. I'm not going to say every time. So that's my tips on emotional eating. And you guys, I live with 3 men. They're all men now. 18, 22, had to think about that, and my husband. And so they eat. Those cupboards are full of donuts, cookies, Pop-Tarts, chips, beef jerky, peanuts, Cheez-Its, you name it, it's in there. They have what's called a snack cupboard. They also have fruit and veggies and stuff that they can grab too, but let's be real, they're teenagers or growing men, adults, they're going for the snack cupboard. I have my own snack cupboard. It has measured out pistachios in it. It has protein bars. It has rice cakes in it, sweet and salty ones in case I'm having a certain craving. It has measured out little veggie chips if I'm craving a chip. It has different things to get me through. I have sugar-free Jellos. They're only 5 calories. Even if you binge out on 4 Jellos, 20 calories. You see what I'm saying? So if you have stuff available for you, it's always a win. It's always a win. So, am I tempted? Yes, it's all around me. Do I eat it? Not anymore. Did I eat it? Yes. You guys, in the past, I used to go straight for their cabinets. I didn't have my snack cupboard. I didn't have meals prepped. I didn't know anything about that when I started. And when I was hungry, I went straight to their snack cabinet, and you would catch me eating a donut, a handful of chips, you know, a couple cookies, and then my stomach would hurt because I wasn't used to eating it, you know, because I'd been eating well for a while. And then I would feel bad, and I would beat myself up and say, why did you do that? You're stupid. You're fat. You have no discipline. And that's not the way to do it. So don't beat yourself up. Make your own snack cabinet. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. And move on, you know. Don't beat yourself up. You're gonna mess up. You're gonna mess up, especially if you live with other people. You're gonna have snacks in the house, and you're gonna have to self-discipline yourself and say, I have my own snacks. So even if you overeat, at least it's on your better option food. But definitely try the water and occupying your mind first with other things. A game on your phone, an exercise, whatever it may be. Cleaning, laundry. Okay, next topic. So, how did I keep motivated? People ask me this all the time. How do you keep motivated? How do you keep motivated? I keep motivated, well, if I'm being honest, motivation isn't always going to be there. Motivation isn't always going to be there. I'm just going to be honest. I'm just going to put it out there. I don't want to be like, oh, motivation, it's always going to be here every single day. It's not. Motivation is great. I love that word, but it's not always going to be here. I think we should motivate each other, and I think that's great. But how do I stay motivated? I don't. I stay disciplined. You guys motivate me. Your comments, your kind words, Instagram, and all the positive stuff I see, because I follow people on health journeys, and you guys follow me, and I see all your comments and stuff you're doing and what I'm doing, and it kind of is a whole circle of motivation, right? But you still need self-discipline, because there's going to be those days where nothing is going to motivate you. There's days where it's like 20 minutes to bedtime. I haven't exercised, and if you guys have been watching me, that's my new goal. 3 times a week I need to exercise. There's days where I don't want to exercise, and motivation isn't helping, and I read your guys' words, and I'm like, yeah, you got to do it, and I can't. I'm just not feeling it. So then I turn into the drill sergeant Joy, and I'm like, get up. Why can't you? Why can't you work out for 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes? Like, why can't you? I consider any workout over 15, 20 minutes a good workout. It's better than nothing, right? So I make myself. I made myself last night, and I put it on Instagram. I made myself go down in my nightie and my flip-flops right before my favorite show came on, and I did a 30 or 40-minute workout. And I was proud of myself. You don't want to do it, but I promise you, if you make yourself do it, you're going to feel so good afterwards. You're going to. You're going to feel like $1 million. You're going to be like, yes, I did it. And then you're going to do it again tomorrow, because you made yourself do it tonight. You made yourself do it today. So just keep self-discipline in your head. Motivation is great. Again, I love when we motivate each other, and let's keep motivating each other as women. There's men on here too, but I always say, like, healthy sisterhood. I love that. Somebody said that to me once, and it's a great saying, and I love it. Thank you. You know who you are. And yeah, healthy sisterhood. Like, what an amazing phrase, where we can all support each other. Why keep putting up negative stuff about yourself, negative stuff about other people? Motivate each other. Say positive stuff to each other, because that eventually helps. It does help. But self-discipline is key for your own self. When the motivation isn't there, self-discipline. That's how I stay motivated. Another way I stay motivated, and I'm just going to be real about this, I remind myself of things that I used to have to go through. For instance, seatbelts. When I was almost 300 pounds, I didn't want to wear my seatbelt. I barely ever wore my seatbelt. I taught my kids to wear their seatbelt, but I didn't wear mine. You know why? because I was big. And I would just be like, oh, I don't feel like putting it on. And I'd put it right over my shoulder and leave it there. If I would have got an accident that was serious, I could have died. But I couldn't fit the seatbelt. It was so tight, I couldn't move. I couldn't even drive. It was so tight. Like, sometimes I couldn't even get it to buckle. I was pressing and pressing, it wouldn't snap. I needed a seatbelt extender to be real. And so seatbelts remind me, I don't want to go back. I want to be safe when I'm driving my car. I want to be able to buckle my seatbelt. No one wants to have an extender or go buy an extender or ask for an extender, so I remind myself. You have to remind yourself of things like that. Like for me, booths, restaurant booths, not fitting them. When you go in a restaurant and you're nervous, like, oh, is this restaurant booth gonna fit me? You know, will the table scoot, or is it one that's cemented into the ground? You get nervous and you'd rather sit at a table. And I didn't like that feeling of going in a restaurant and thinking, that was the first thing I thought, is the booth gonna fit me? And you shouldn't think like that. You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to put yourself in that predicament. Fair rides. Are fair rides, are they gonna snap? You know, the bar that locks you in? Am I gonna be able to ride this fair ride? Am I gonna be able to ride this roller coaster? Is my weight too much? Will I break the ride? Will I be able to fit in the ride? It got to the point where I was embarrassed to ride the rides anymore, because the guy would have to really come down and put his knee on it and press it down. And some of them I knew I couldn't do. I couldn't fit in, so I just didn't do them anymore. So I stopped riding fair rides and made excuses why I couldn't ride fair rides. And I mean, who wants to live life that way? I just remind myself of these things that I had to go through. And that motivates me to keep my butt going and self-discipline myself. Knee pain. I had horrible knee pain. Every morning when I got out of bed, you guys, my knees would like click, click, click. And they hurt so bad. My back would hurt when I'd wake up. Everything just hurt and was stiff every morning. It took like 20-30 minutes for me to get moving. I felt like a stiff robot that you needed oil, you know? Like on the Wizard of Oz, the robot that needs the oil. I felt like him. So it's because of my weight, you know, and I don't want to go back there. So that motivates me. I don't want pain in my knees. I don't want to be able to not breathe. I couldn't breathe. We would park, you know, to go to an event like the monster trucks. I'll never forget this. We went to the monster trucks with my husband's dad, which is my father-in-law, and my two boys when they were little. And we went to the monster trucks, and we had to walk. It was probably like, I don't know, the equivalent of maybe 2 or 3 blocks. It wasn't far, but I remember I was struggling. I was struggling to breathe, and I remember being so embarrassed to the point where I was angry and I had tears coming out of my eyes because I couldn't keep up, and I was breathing heavy. And I don't want to go back to that, so that's motivation too, you know? You don't want those feelings again. Going on outings. I never wanted to go on outings because of that. I couldn't breathe when I did activities, and it was embarrassing when you're going, you know, and people are looking like, damn, she's out of shape. It's embarrassing. And so to avoid those feelings, I just stayed home. Or going dirt biking. To avoid having to get on and off the quad because I was too big, I just stayed home. To avoid jumping off cliffs or swimming, well, I'm not a big swimmer anyways, so I would probably never jump off a cliff. But swimming in general, just going to the beach, stuff like that, I did it sometimes for my family, but a lot of times I stayed home. Camping, I did it sometimes for my family, but I didn't enjoy it. I literally made so many excuses why maybe we can't go. The weather, I never liked rain anyway, but even if it wasn't rain, I'd be like, it's too cold, or it's uncomfortable, or, you know, maybe next week. I just always made excuses why we couldn't go camping, and I don't like that. I don't want to be that person. So I would let my guys go, my husband and my sons, and I would stay home a lot of the time. Sometimes I would go, but a lot of the time I would stay home. I missed out on a lot because I was overweight, depressed, and not happy with myself. And so not only did I miss out on a lot, I made my kids miss out on some stuff growing up because I didn't want to do it. Thank God I had my husband to step up to the plate and take them places. So that's good because, you know, I held us back a little bit, I feel like, because of my weight and because of how I felt insecure. I just wanted to stay in my house. That was the most secure place for me, is in my house with my kids. That was that. I didn't realize what I was doing. I didn't realize how miserable I was making people and how miserable I was. I didn't realize it. Acid reflux is another thing that motivates me to not go back the other way and not pig out and not overeat and not keep gaining weight. I hated it. Every night I would go to bed, I have to prop like 4 pillows behind me, you guys, so the food wouldn't come up in my throat and burn my throat and I would wake up choking on food. I promise you, if you lose weight, a lot of that will go away. I'm not saying all of it would go away. I was on omeprazole, I was on is it called Zantac? Something like that. I was on 2 kinds of heartburn and stomach medicines. I'm not on any medications now. It all went away when I lost weight. And it gets better as you lose weight. So when you get down to your healthy weight, you'll be surprised what things go away. Yeah, I think I covered that. That's basically how I stay motivated. I was just unhappy with myself. You know, I was unhappy with myself, and I don't want to go back to that, so that's how I stay motivated and self-disciplined. Again, motivation isn't always going to be there. You're not going to have those happy yay days where you just want to work out and eat healthy and everything's a happy-go-lucky world. You're going to be like, I want the donut and the fried chicken and the homemade macaroni and cheese, and I don't feel like working out today. I want to watch talk shows in my pajamas all day. You're going to have those days. And sometimes you'll do that, and sometimes you'll have to overcome that. But for the most part, I try to stay on track because I don't want to go back to all that stuff I just talked about. So that's how I stay self-disciplined and motivated. I remind myself of how far I come. Even if you've only lost 20 pounds, so what? 20 pounds, good for you. 10 pounds, 5 pounds, you are moving in the right direction to feel better inside. Just remind yourself of that. You know, just keep reminding yourself, look, I wanted to be here, now I'm here, and now I'm mad at myself because I want to be here. We'll keep working towards that goal. Don't set yourself back. You deserve to be your best you. You deserve to be your best you. Okay, exercise. How do I keep motivated during exercise, and how did I start, and how do I do it now? I started, again, motivation's not always going to be there. Self-discipline is what you need. I started slow, and I didn't start out exercising. First, food. Food in the kitchen is where you lose the weight. Your meal prepping, the healthy snacks you have on that you can grab, that's how you lose weight. Exercise is good for your heart and your inside and your toning up and your mental. It helps your mental too. So slow, small, and light. That's my recommendation, how I exercised and how I think you should take it if you're overweight, and then slowly work your way up and see a doctor's advice if you need advice for that. I will say now my goal is to work out 3 times a week or more for at least 30 minutes or more. And exercise helps my mental health. It makes me feel good about myself. I just feel like, yes, I did something today, and you just feel better. Ask anybody in the world if they did a walk that day, a hike that day, some exercise that day, or they just took a walk around the neighborhood in the sun. They feel better about themselves after doing it. I promise you. I promise you it makes you feel better. So it helps your mental health. So that's the first key. Go take a walk. Second one, it helps your physical, helps your heart, it helps everything in your body just go better. And it also gives you energy. After I go for a walk, a jog, a workout, some squats, no matter what it is I'm doing, even a walk, you guys, a walk's the best exercise in my opinion. You have so much more energy afterward. You feel like you can keep going through the day. You feel happier, you have more energy. So exercise is great, and I do recommend you adding a little bit in once you get to a healthy weight where you can do it. How do I stay on track after a eat day or a cheat day? So Do I have them? Yes. I just had one in my video where I went to Ocean Shores. It was our anniversary, our 17th anniversary. And I didn't plan on having my meals brought with me or healthy stuff. I planned on eating there, but picking better choices. And then if there's something I wanted, I would have it. I had an ice cream cone, 2 scoops on a waffle cone. I had some French fries and a half of a sandwich. I had some snacks. Yeah, I had a cheat day. How did I get back on track? I came home and we had all these snacks, you guys, in the car. We had salt and vinegar chips, which are my favorite. We had Charleston Chews. We had Reese's peanut butter cups, chips, dips, all kinds of snacks, right? I left it. I didn't bring it home. The stuff that I knew I would eat, that was particularly for me, was bought for me and my cravings, I left it. I threw it away there. The stuff I knew I wouldn't eat and that I knew my kids would eat in the next day or two, I brought home. So don't bring the cheat day or the treat day home with you. That's my tip. That's my only tip. Don't bring it home with you. Eat out. Do everything out. Go visit all your restaurants out if you have to, or have your cheat meal out, or whatever it is you're doing. If you have to bring it home because you're an introvert and you like to be at home, okay, but make sure you eat every scrap of that food that night and be done with it. Throw it away if you don't finish it. Throw it away. Don't have it in your house. And if you're someone like that lives with a lot of people like I do that eat stuff, again, self-discipline, meal prep. Prepare yourself for success, not failure. Have your meals made. If you cook for them, make sure you have a lean protein in there somewhere and a veggie in there somewhere. That way you can eat that versus the mac and cheese and, you know, whatever, the rice, whatever else you're eating. Or portion it, and you can eat it all if you portion it and just do smaller portions. Whatever it is you're doing for your journey, do it for you. Meal prep it for you. Don't eat the other stuff. That's my recommendation. Don't have it around you. I just don't bring the junk home. That are my cravings. If I know it's my cravings and I had it for a cheat day, I just have it and that's that. The next thing after a cheat day, lots of like lemon water, vinegar, apple cider vinegar water. It really flushes out your system and all that. Sugar and salt and everything you put in your body, water is great for that. Drink lots of water because the next day, chances are it's all in your system and you're going to crave it again, right? So get it out of your system. Drink lots of water, get it out of your system, and start eating your good food again. Start feeding your body the proper fuel again. That's my tip for a cheat day. And never, my main tip, never have more than one. Never have more than one cheat day. One cheat day, whether it's a week, whether it's bi-weekly, whether it's monthly. Some people do it once a month. Some people do it once a week. Some people only do it on special occasions. That's where I'm at. I started out and it was every Saturday was my cheat day. When I started out, when I was close to 300 pounds. After I lost my first 100 pounds, I dropped that every Saturday and I went to every other Saturday. So I had it twice a month. And then somehow I just slowly moved into, I'm only going to have a cheat day on special occasions. So like an anniversary, 4th of July, Thanksgiving, a Christmas, you know, a special occasion. Maybe I go to a birthday party and I want a slice of cake, something like that. So special occasions, when there's big family gatherings, I might be eating what they're eating. I might not even want to, but that's where I'm at now. But when I started, I had it one time on that set day. And then for me, and they say don't use food as motivation, but in reality, food is my motivation. And for me, I just looked forward to that day. So I said, I'm going to be good all week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Bam, I can eat. It's my cheat day. And then I would go out and I would eat whatever I wanted to out of the house. Or if I brought some stuff, I'd buy what I was eating and that's it. And I would eat that and be done if I was in the house. And that would be my cheat day. And then I knew when I woke up I was back on track because I had my meals prepped in the fridge. I had my healthy snacks in the cabinet. So I looked forward to that cheat day every week, and that's what motivated me to keep going. That was my motivation. It's sad to say that food was my motivation, guys, but it was. And in the beginning, you might have to use food as your motivation. Or if you're someone that knows you can't have a cheat day because it will just throw you back in a total whirl spin or whatever, do your nails, treat yourself, get a cute new shirt, something like that. Because when you start losing weight, you're going to notice pretty soon you won't have to shop in the plus size section anymore and spend triple your money. You can just go pick something off a Walmart shelf. So use that as your motivation. Buy yourself an outfit, buy yourself some nails, get you some hair, whatever it is. Buy yourself a little $2 pair of Walmart earrings for a treat. Take yourself out to, well, movies right now don't exist because of COVID, but treat yourself. So if you don't reward yourself with food, reward yourself with something else. And that's my tip. You know, treat yourself once a week. So whether it's a cheat day or a treat day where you give yourself a treat, that works. It motivates you to keep losing weight. So I kind of just spun out of control with that long thing. But yeah, that's how I kind of stay on track and do my cheat days and all that. And again, I don't have cheat days anymore. I have special occasion days. So that's when I personally eat. Otherwise, I just eat my normal stuff. And eventually, I promise you guys, you will stop craving junk. You'll stop craving it. I no longer crave candy bars. Ugh. I tried to take a bite of the candy bar when we were on our anniversary and it tasted like yuck. It tasted so fake and so gross. I could taste all the processed stuff in it. You'll start realizing that when you have a cheat day, you're going to be cheating on your healthy food. It's not going to be crap. Every now and then I like a good ice cream cone or a donut, a homemade, fresh, good donut or something. But as your body changes, your cravings are going to change. I promise you, it does get better. It really does. And last but not least, nobody is going to do this except for you. So I just want to say that nobody is going to do this except for you. You need to do this for yourself. Your significant other, he might root you on or she might root you on, but you got to do it. Your mom, your dad might root you on, but you got to do it. Your friend, your family, the people on the IG, the people on the Twitter, they might root you on, but you have to hold yourself accountable. And you just have to say, I'm going to do this and I'm not giving up this time. And every day, start fresh. I'm going to do this till tomorrow. And then when tomorrow comes, okay, I'm going to do this till the next day. Or like I said, hold yourself accountable until that day on the weekend where you can eat whatever you want or do whatever you want, whatever your treat may be. Hold yourself accountable for 6 days. And on the 7th, if you really, really need to, and that works for you, do that. Because then at least for 6 days you ate really good, right? Hold yourself accountable. Nobody is going to do this. You have to do this alone. Now, with that being said, you can't do this alone. And I know you guys are like, this girl is lost her ever-loving beepity beep beep beep. I know. You are going to do this alone because you're never going to have a buddy the rest of your life. This is your life and your journey. This is all you. However, when I say you can't do it alone, we need love. We need support. We're women. We're emotional human beings. We live on our emotions. We're caring, nurturing, loving people. We need support. Reach out to your friend. Reach out to your mom. Reach out to your dad. Reach out to your brother, sister, auntie, uncle. Reach out to a stranger on the IG or the YouTube for a compliment, for a question. Get on MyFitnessPal. There's so many people on MyFitnessPal that will motivate you every day. They are good about motivating. They'll say positive words. You say positive words back. Help each other. You have a question. They might have the answer. There is always going to be someone out there going through the same thing you are, and I promise you that. I may not be right where you guys are at right now, and you may not be where I'm at right now. And maybe you are, or maybe you're past me and you're done with your journey. That doesn't matter. We're all the same. We're all battling something called weight loss and insecurities and self-love and self-discipline. We're battling all this every day. And how do you do all that by yourself? You have to, but still look for that support with other people too. Because that motivation from other people, every now and then, you need that. You need that little kick like, dang, they're an emotional eater too. That makes me feel better. I'm not alone. Dang, they feel bad and don't want to leave their house because, you know, it's hard for them to walk up a hill, or it's hard for them to, you know, go for, you know, a long walk out on an outing. Me too. I feel that way too. Dang, they struggle with overeating. Me too. I can't make good decisions with food either. There's always going to be someone out there. So just reach out to people. Take a comment. Thank you. And then give a comment. You know, we need to support each other, guys. We're all each other has. Stop breaking each other down and build each other up. And don't look at the next person and be like, I want to be like them. You're never going to be like anybody else because you're like yourself and you're beautiful. I always used to be like, I want to be like that person. I want her butt. I want her thighs. I want her legs. I'm never going to be like that other person. So I had to start looking at myself and saying, you know what? You're working on you and you're going to be your best you, but you're never going to be that. You're never going to be that. And I work on myself. And I'm starting to learn how to love myself. It's hard, but I'm learning. And I'm learning by complimenting other people too. I'm learning by, if I see something that's beautiful on someone, or I care about someone, I tell them. Or if someone says something nice to me and it makes me feel good inside, I give that love back because it made me feel so good inside. Just keep it going, guys. It'll make you feel so much better at the end of the day. Love yourself and then give love to other people. That's what this whole journey is about. And you can do it. You can do it. And that's really all I have to say. That's how I did it. These are all the tips on how I did it, how I kept motivated: self-discipline, emotional eating, exercise, loving yourself, staying on track, cheat days, how to not binge, all of that. But the key is you got to do this. You got to hold yourself accountable. You know, we're not perfect. We are not perfect by any means. And everybody is beautiful. This is about being healthy. You can be big and be beautiful. I truly believe when I was big, I was beautiful, okay? And nobody could tell me different. But when I looked in the mirror, I still wasn't happy. So I knew I was beautiful, but I didn't think that I was healthy. So it made me feel bad. Those jeans were super tight. My roll hang over my pants. I couldn't walk long places. I didn't feel comfortable in my clothes. And so even though I thought I was beautiful and I thought I was, you know what, I still felt down on the inside about myself because I knew I could be better. And that's just part of loving yourself. You can love yourself and still want to change. You can love yourself and still know that you're not the best you right now. And that's all I'm saying. Love yourself. But if you feel that you're not your best you and that you could be better, why not try to achieve that? If you feel you could be healthier, why not try to achieve that? So that's about it, guys. I did my rambling. I hope this helped some of you. I know you guys were asking me. A lot of you guys were asking me about these particular things and how I did it. That's how I did it and why I did it and why I don't want to go back. You know, so I have been there where you are. And if I haven't been there, you're either further than me, which great for you on your journey, and I'm proud of you. And if you are in the beginning stage of my journey or the middle of my journey, you're here watching me, which means you're trying to do something with yourself, whether it's mental, physical, or you just want to have a good, positive YouTube channel to watch. And I appreciate you for watching me. And I'm trying to be, you know, as honest and real as I can be on here about my feelings, my journey, and how I did it. And I know sometimes I get emotional. You guys, I'm just an emotional person. You can ask any one of my kids. All of them will tell you she's emotional. I wear my heart on my sleeve a lot of times. So, but this is how I did it. And I hope you guys at least got one thing, like I always say, from my video. So, have a great, great week. And yeah, I wish you guys the best on your journey. And thank you for watching me. I'm on Instagram. I just started it, I don't know what, 3 weeks ago? Something like that. So my Instagram is Joy Neville Health Journey. Joy Neville Health Journey. So my name and then Health Journey. Joy Neville Health Journey on Instagram. I post breakfasts, lunches, dinners, exercise, stuff like that. So on my daily life, you can catch more of my daily life on that. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for asking me questions. And yeah. And thank you for supporting my cousin on her journey. She's doing really well. She's lost 7 pounds so far, and I'm really proud of her. She's eating the stuff I meal prep. I knew that's my way of contributing to help her. You know, she's buying the food. We're making it together. I'm giving her ideas of what she can eat when I'm not around, or stuff she can meal prep when I'm not around. And she's learning, and she's doing really good, and I'm really proud of her. So thank you guys for watching. Until next time, bye YouTube. Stay positive. Tell someone a good compliment tomorrow. Bye.